Hey everyone, I am excited to be here today. I actually went to Florida Gulf Coast. I'll tell you a little bit more about me in a moment. What we're talking about today is winning the career fair. So strategies for emerging victorious from the career fair obstacle course. A little bit about me. My name is Dana Marcoldi. I'm the talent acquisitions manager for Enterprise Holdings. I studied management at Florida Gulf Coast University. And I started with Enterprise about 5.5 years ago. Since then, I've actually been promoted 8 times. Through the management track, we do hire from within. I currently interview over 80 plus candidates virtually per month before sending them on to interview 2. And I attend over 10 college career fairs each semester. And I have been actually very involved with that even before my current role. Awesome. Okay, so the challenge. We're going to navigate through the career fair. We're going to make a positive, lasting impression to the employers at the fair, network with companies, identify potential employers, and earn an interview. All right, so there's going to be 3 phases. We're going to do the before, the during, and the after. We're going to talk a lot about how to prepare, how to execute, and then the conclusion of the experience. Before the fair, definitely want to talk about attire. Have a career fair suit ready to go, pressed, conservative, professional, clean cut, and dress for the job that you want. And Keith, if you don't mind telling the team a little bit about the Azuls Attire, that would be great.
Yes, so to help all of our FGCU students out, and this does not have to be solely for a career fair, it can be for the internship or job that you potentially land from attending the career fair. But if you're struggling to afford or get access to professional attire or business casual attire, we've created a new donation-based service where members of the community have donated a lot of gently used clothing, or in some cases, brand new clothing that you are able to come browse for and take to keep as a service through our office. So the Azuls Attire initiative is a clothing closet that's located over in the modular next to the Aquatic Center. So it's right across from Alico Arena. We have a variety of clothing styles, a variety of clothing choices and sizes that you're welcome to schedule an appointment with and walk in and have a style session with one of our career advisors to cater that perfect outfit for browsing the career fair or going to your internship. If you're interested in making an appointment, there is a QR code up here that you can take a screenshot of or scan, but the link is also on our website. So if you visit fgcu.edu/career-services, you'll see a link for Azuls Attire. Please feel free to use that service. There's been a lot of great clothing come in, and we want you to come get the stuff that you need to feel confident walking into the career fair.
Awesome. Thanks, Keith. All right. And if you guys want, I can put this back up at the end as well. We are going to have time for questions. So awesome. We're going to talk a little bit about before the fair. So you definitely want to be researching the companies at the fair. Every single fair has the companies posted ahead of time of who's going to be attending. So you want to look through that and see what companies appeal to you, have positions available, whether they're full-time that you're interested in, internships or temporary. And really, I would have a cover letter if you have a specific company or organization that you're really interested in. It just kind of helps make you stand out versus the other candidates coming through the career fair. All right, so another thing we want to do before the fair is we want to have a game plan. We want to hit your target tables last. And the reason I say that is because you really want to practice with the other tables that are maybe not your target tables. So definitely get your elevator pitch out a couple times before you go to those target tables. It will just kind of make you feel a little bit more confident when you are talking to those potential employers. All right, so something that I know we all, have most likely, including myself, are social media accounts, right? So we definitely want to make sure that our social media is ready before the fair. not only is your LinkedIn 100% completed, but check your social media security and just make sure there is nothing that you don't want, public knowledge. So you can put those on private. There's definitely a lot of different things that you can do to make sure that employers don't see those things that you don't want them to see. All right, so during the fair, we're definitely going to follow the game plan. So you have a plan, you already said it, you want to come into the fair, don't deviate from the plan. It's not necessary to go to tables that you're really not interested in or prepared for. So focus on the materials and not the giveaways. A lot of the tables do have goodies that they're giving away, whether it be stress balls or koozies or whatever it is. I would just make sure you focus first on the material that they're sharing with you in the position. And then as you're exiting the table, it is totally fine to take a goodie as you move on to the next table. Don't prioritize those. Think of this as an interview. So you want to have great eye contact, smile. Even if you're wearing a mask, you can smile with your eyes. It's called smizing. You want to have a handshake if that's what you're comfortable with. Be confident and be professional and have etiquette. Don't use any like slang words or profanity, anything like that. All right, so I want to talk a little bit about the elevator pitch. While you're in the career fair, you want to have an elevator pitch. I kind of wrote a couple of things down on giving an example of my elevator pitch while I was at FGCU and something that I would have said. So you want to explain where you've been and where you're going. In about 90 seconds or less, we want to start with who you are. So, hi, I'm Deanna. I'm a senior entrepreneurship major in the School of Business, graduating in May. So that tells you who I am. My professional background. Over the last year, I've gained customer service and sales experience working as a server for blank restaurant. Also, I currently hold a leadership role with blank organization at FGCU. So I was able to share, what experiences I have that are relevant to the position I'm potentially applying for. So sales, customer service, and leadership, all are things that are competencies that enterprise looks for. And then what are you looking for as a candidate? So now that I'm graduating in May, I'm hoping to find a full-time role in sales with opportunity to grow. That's you doing the research ahead of time to find out this company is a sales-based company. So I'm going to pitch myself to them for the position that I want for their company. So not only are you going to have the elevator pitch, but you're also going to close the conversation and disengage. And by leaving a lasting impression, you want to leave your resume. So when you're done talking, you might ask for a business card, but then you're going to hand them your resume with your information. All right, we want to follow up. So following up on your top choices via email, I definitely know that when I do an interview or I go to a career fair or I'm part of a class presentation, it really sets the team members apart that are willing to send me an email and follow up after. It really makes them stand out versus the other candidates that came in that day. Use the business card that you got at the table to connect on LinkedIn and to send that email because it's going to have their email on it. And then sometimes where campuses will do interviews on campus, whether they're mock or regular interviews, and then find out how you're able to submit your information through their page, because some companies like Enterprise does have another page you actually have to fill out your full application before we can consider you for a position. So make sure you find out that information with that employer. Okay. Also, once you get the interview, you really want to reference the career fair during that interview, because then that shows that you recognize this opportunity. It wasn't just something that you just decided to choose out, but you actually went to the career fair and talked to somebody about this opportunity. It just gives you a little additional connection to that employer. Discuss your research on the company with the interviewer and then close the interview. All right, guys. So that was really the before, during, and after. I want to talk to you a little bit about Enterprise, and then I'll open it up for questions. Enterprise Holdings. So our company owns National Car Rental, Alamo Rent-A-Car, as well as our flagship Enterprise Rent-A-Car brand. But our portfolio is more than it might seem on the surface, we have a ton of different transportation needs, such as truck rental, exotic car rental, automated car sharing, van pooling, ride share, a ton of different, we have car sales department. We have a ton of different departments that you can move into once you start with enterprise in the management trainee role. We are in 100+ countries worldwide, so we cover a pretty large footprint. You may know us as a car rental company, and while that's true, we also manage the largest and most diverse privately owned fleet in the world. With more than 2 million vehicles, our operations span across 10,000 fully staffed locations in more than 100 countries and territories with 100,000 employees. In addition, last fiscal year, Enterprise Holdings, along with our affiliate Enterprise Fleet Management, accounted for more than 25 billion in revenue. So extremely large organization. Our company has a lot of ongoing philanthropies initiatives. Personally, I'm involved in 2, but we have planting 1 million trees, 2.25 million to disaster relief efforts, 10 million in our Fill Your Tank philanthropy, distributed annually over 6 years. And then we're also involved in a $3 million 3-year commitment to the Fisher House. All right, so little talent statistics. 8,000 university grads into the management training program last year alone. In 2021, we had 1,900 management trainee interns. And those interns are really on a pipeline to the management trainee program. And the internship mirrors the management trainee program so that you're learning at the same pace as team members that are full-time, but at a 25-hour work week. We've had 16,000 internal moves and promotions. And that means whether it's lateral from assistant to assistant or promotions, say from assistant manager to branch manager, and 40,000 plus new jobs. Okay, so what is the management trainee? It's an entry-level position with a career path. Individuals will learn sales and business development, financial analysts, management skills, customer service skills, fleet control and maintenance, entrepreneurship, and it is 100% promote from within organization. So me personally, I was started as a management trainee, moved my way up to assistant manager, branch manager, area manager in multiple different locations, and then to my new role as talent acquisition. All right, so some of the core competencies we're looking for in a candidate. We're looking for empathy and customer service. We're looking for leadership, sales and persuasiveness, work ethic, flexibility, and communication. This picture right here just shows you kind of like the career path that you can go into. Start as a management trainee. You can move to management assistant, assistant manager, branch manager. You can branch out from there to different departments. Or you can go the path of area manager, group rental manager, regional vice president, and vice president regional manager. I just wanted to thank you for the opportunity to present. I do have Brooks here as well. Brooks, do you mind introducing yourself real quick?
I'm a management trainee. I started out in December. I came from FGCU with a major in entrepreneurship. I really like this program a ton because it's a promote from within company. So how hard you work determines how far you go up in a company, and you learn every different aspect. It's not just customer service. You're definitely going to have to do a lot of sales experience too. So it teaches you not just about customer service, about how to manage people. It tells you about everything possible that you can learn. And I know a good thing that FGCU does have that will set you apart in these interviews is if you don't have a suit. I know FGCU has something on campus to where you can get a suit and wear it for that interview, and you're going to set yourself apart from more than 50-60% of the applicants that come out. So I think it's a free way to do FGCU supplies us. So I think that's always a great thing to use. And then also I think a great thing for the interviews that helped me a lot was research questions to ask the interviewer. Like go on Google, just put on questions to ask interviewer and try to have it like at least 10 different questions that you think aren't the most common, but haven't really been said too much. And that's really gonna boost your level to be able to get a job. I think that'll really help out.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, Keith hit on that at the beginning a little bit. So thank you for talking to us about that and the fact that, the team member, the candidates here can take that opportunity because that's huge.
So Dan, I actually have a question because you talked
Sure.
about some of those key skills that your company is looking for. If I'm coming to talk to you at the career fair, what are some things that I could maybe say or do to start demonstrating those skills to you from that first interaction?
Yeah, I would say come in confident, but like I said, in your elevator pitch, you definitely want to talk to me. And it doesn't really matter what you're studying because we take team members from every single management track, or I'm sorry, every single major. Couldn't think of the name of that. I don't know why. We take people from every major. So we have biology majors, management majors, communication, hospitality. I think I just had like a bioengineering major apply. So, and get a position. So it really doesn't, that doesn't matter. It's really the skills that you have that we're really looking for. And like I said in my elevator pitch, and I'll kind of give you guys an example again. But what I said was, over the last year, I've gained customer service and sales experience. Those are two things that we're looking for. Working as a server at blank restaurant. So you can use any type of experience that you have, whether it's retail, whether it was at an ice cream store, wherever you've had experience, you can use that and pull any of those. And you can look at like the posting, on your career website about what each company is looking for, but you want to kind of tweak your elevator pitch to meet what that company is looking for. So like for me, I know that enterprise is looking for sales, customer service, leadership. And so I held the leadership role in my sorority when I was at FGCU. So I talked about that. I've had a ton of server positions. So I talked about my customer service experience and my sales experience by upselling and offering additional products to customers. And I was able to, spread my information, my knowledge of those things that made me a good fit for this organization. Does that kind of answer your question?
Yeah, absolutely.
We do have internships and full-time positions. So we have internships for management trainees and we have full-time management trainees upon graduation. You do need to be a junior or a senior for an internship. But with that being said, we have a ton of other positions in customer service, detailing, other positions that you do not have to be a junior or senior to get into. And it kind of helps you get your foot in the door if you're interested in working part-time while you're in school. And then once you do become a junior or senior, if you're interested to convert into that internship opportunity, you can at that time.
Thanks, Deanna. And I actually made me think of another question that some of our students sometimes approach our office with. So if I'm not a junior, senior looking for a position and I'm a first year or a sophomore, and I don't really know what I want to do with my career yet, is it okay for me to come to your table and learn about your company and learn what your role is like and do a bit of an informational interview with you at the career fair?
Definitely. Brooks, did you have an opportunity? Did you go to any of the career fairs and find out more about enterprise or other companies when you were at FGCU?
Yeah, I definitely did that. I thought it was very good to do because there's so many different companies there. So you can kind of figure out what's something that I kind of want to do. And then if you did want to do those part-time jobs, it's a great way to see, hey, is this going to fit for me? What should I work on? And I think if you're great with people, enterprise is always a great thing to do because customer service is definitely one of the best things that we do here at Enterprise.
Awesome. Yeah. And I think, like you said, getting your foot in the door, whether it's a part-time position, or if you just want to get more information to start building the skills that you need for that job. If you know, hey, this is what I want to do when I am a junior or senior, I know that they're looking for sales and customer service. Maybe I'm going to get a part-time job in sales and customer service in the meantime, while I'm a freshman or a sophomore, to gain that experience that I can use for that major.
Great. Thanks, Deanna.